Today's news is that last night, Pakistan conducted some preemptive airstrikes. Some details about them have emerged, which we will discuss today, along with why such actions have become highly necessary at this time. Before moving forward in the video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Yesterday, multiple attacks were carried out on the Pakistan Army at various locations, in which a significant number of terrorists were killed, but unfortunately some of our soldiers were also martyred. There is no doubt that for the past 1.5 years, this wave of terrorism has been intensifying. And obviously, as a Pakistani, hearing about such incidents is extremely discomforting. It makes us question why this situation is escalating and why we are losing our brave soldiers every day. Yesterday was another such situation, but around 10 p.m. last night, multiple open-source intelligence accounts reported on Twitter that Pakistan Air Force had engaged several targets. These targets were hideouts and operational centers of the TTP, Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, with some residential areas associated with them. Since the targets were training centers and residential areas, the casualty count is expected to be quite high. However, exact figures have not been publicly released yet, nor has it been disclosed which aircraft were part of Pakistan Air Force's strike package or which weapons were used. These details remain classified at this time. Whenever Pakistan conducts cross-border airstrikes, there are mixed reactions. Some people support them, arguing in their favor, while others oppose them, citing concerns about collateral damage. Some even suggest that such matters should be resolved peacefully. Regarding collateral damage, it is true that civilian casualties are never intended, but unfortunately, war always comes with collateral damage. Over the past 15 to 20 years, Pakistan has suffered immense collateral damage, perhaps more than any other country. We have lost 60,000 to 70,000 lives, out of which 80% were civilians. Although we are supposedly living in peacetime, if 10 to 12 of our soldiers are martyred in a single attack and we do not respond, then the nation's confidence in its institutions begins to weaken. Pakistan has the 8th largest air force in the world. Our military possesses modern equipment, drones, attack helicopters, yet we continue to face soldier casualties. This is completely unjustified. The only justified response is to strike back. If our soldiers are martyred, we must eliminate 40 to 50 of their fighters in return, conduct airstrikes, and launch operations. This response is fully justified. Some argue that peaceful negotiations should be the approach. However, from our 15 to 20 years of fighting terrorism, one key principle has become clear. Either you completely eliminate terrorism or you learn to live with it. There is no middle ground. If we do not respond, terrorists will keep attacking and we will be forced to stay silent. Peace talks do not work in such a scenario. You may negotiate for 1 or 2 years, but the peace will be temporary. Eventually, the attacks will resume, and they will be more coordinated and deadlier. A real-life example of this was seen in 2021 to 2022, when Pakistan engaged in peace talks with the TTP. During that period, the situation was relatively peaceful, but the moment the peace talks ended, attacks not only increased, but also became more strategic. Terrorists improved their strategies, acquired better equipment, and began launching more organized assaults. Essentially, we gave them a breathing space. Had we not negotiated during that time and continued eliminating their networks, terrorism might have been wiped out by now. Unfortunately, that did not happen, and today we are dealing with the negative consequences of those talks. At this moment, our only viable option is to respond to any attack on Pakistani territory with airstrikes and in a highly kinetic manner. This is the only way to eliminate or counter the threats to our national security. That's all for today. I hope everything has been clearly explained. If you have any questions or concerns, please share them in the comments section. Until the next video, Allah Hafiz, Pakistan Zindabad.